How about now? Can you hear that?
Hopefully that fixed it.
We'll see if we can get some audio. We'll restart. Again, we're grassroots.
Yeah, still figuring it
Welcome,
out.
Crystal. Hopefully that works. Get the audio's on.
Should be good. Should be good.
Let's see about now. Ah,
Yay,
sweet. Okay,
awesome.
good. Yeah, we're just
Wonderful.
like dead silence for a second afterwards, and we were talking, trying to figure it out. We'll get better at that.
Yeah.
Talking whether or not it's working or not. Welcome again. Welcome. My name is James.
I'm Rachel.
Some of you know me as Safety. We are now hosting the daily dose of didgeridoo practice for ourselves, for you, for the world. This is our offering, and we have amazing people now hopping in here. Thank goodness you got power again, and you can witness the stream, Crystal. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Our heart goes out to everybody out there around the world who's dealing with things that we're just unaware of as we're living and breathing and doing our didgeridoo in this world. Mm-hmm. So blessings to you on this journey for you and the didgeridoo. I hope you gathered one. If not, we have some other intentional ideas on how to do that. But basically, it's a buzz lip technique. That's the didgeridoo basics. I mean, there's plenty and plenty of people that will really show you how to do it online on videos, and we hope that you practice along with us. Hey, welcome, Jesse. Thank you. Working right on. Oh, I guess I got to let my dog in too. But ultimately, this morning is grand and great for all, and if it isn't, we hope that you pick up the vibes of our energy from the didgeridoo this morning as we practice. Thank you. Lots of prayers and positive energy this whole time. Yeah, I saw you keeping positive even though they weren't handling your tree. That thing, she had a tree fall over during the storm, crossing the whole street. And it took them days to get out there to handle it. She was out of power. Everybody else around her had power.
Man,
yeah, it was nuts.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you are able to keep yourself calm and collected for that. That's what we use the dids for. I would be going nuts.
It's really hard when things are sort of out of your control and you have to wait for somebody else to take care of it, and it's your life that's impacted.
It really is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
It's tough. Man, well, blessings again. Before I get started, I'm going to get going on my facial exercises. I got to let my dog in because it's a live stream and everything's got to go wrong at the beginning of it. But basically, we're working our lips for the next couple of minutes and letting everybody kind of join in. We've shared in all over the didgeridoo world, place, networks, Facebook land. We're multi-streaming on YouTube and into Facebook, so it's pretty cool for us to connect with people all over the world. And we even have people camping near us right now, so that is pretty awesome. And others on the way. We're building a little didge community of musicians and just people with the right tribe vibe, if that makes any sense. I gotta let my dog in.
Yeah. We just want to drum and play our didgeridoos all the time. And,
all the time.
Do yoga and have fun. And if we have other people around to do it, then it's able to happen more often. So we're super excited about that. Woo. All right. So I'm just kind of working the corners of my mouth there a little bit. I'm going to follow the muscles of my upper lip down. Oh, I see another comment there. Yes, but I will say this. I took a page from James's positive energy and thoughts, so thank y'all both.
I appreciate that. I really do.
If we can inspire more positivity in the world in any kind of way.
I'll take it a little bit, but it's you that's making the choice. You're like, hey, something within you had some discernment, and you're like, I want to make that change. I see something within someone else that is really something within yourself. So that's pretty cool. You're an awesome person. Take honor in that.
And it's super easy to sink into negativity and to let your thoughts spiral into where just everything's terrible and getting worse. But it's really just our own thoughts. And if we can shift them, then everything's where it is and getting better. And then it's good and getting better. And then it's great and getting better.
Yeah,
and it's, our thoughts shape so much of.
And if everybody else around is also doing that, then everything collectively is grouped that way. So I'm glad to see a little ripple effects in ours, because that's a connection in. And I'll pull those in. That's what I use to play the didgeridoo. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, okay, people are connected, things are going free, vibratory, and I use that energy. Oh, it's so cool. Ooh, getting warmed up this morning is. I gotta sit right here, and it's like, ooh, every time I push right there, it's like, ow, ow, ow. I didn't practice as much this morning warming up. We moved out and had our drum circle last night. played our didges. Oh, it was amazing. We had 4 didgeridoos going off, playing while we were playing drums at the same time. It was amazing. Rob and Gina and Rachel and myself all had our didgeridoos going. And he even brought his brand new agave one he picked up in Sedona.
It was beautiful.
Woo! It was so beautiful.
Very nice didgeridoo.
Played very nice. Had a stone mouthpiece, pipe stone mouthpiece for anybody who knows the makers that uses those. That's
pretty cool.
nice maker.
I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, nice little personal touch on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really cool. He let me play it a little bit, so I got to try it. I was
That's awesome.
Thank you for that. But it was so awesome to be able to do that.
It's really fun to play didgeridoo with other people too. And
Yeah.
I noticed that Gina's made some massive strides in her play since last time I saw her in person. So that's really cool too.
Yeah, and it was really awesome to learn a little bit more rhythm stuff hanging out with Jesse, with adding some of that to it. It got a little bit tough for me. I'm like, pew, pew, like a squirrel all the time. I'm like, okay, I get that. Now I want to change it and mix it up and like add to my secret sauce, which isn't very secret sauce if I don't learn the basics, you know. And so I appreciate things like that, taking those moments. But then it developed into something else. And even last night, other people were coming who had heard about it and showed up, and then we're able to be introduced to the didgeridoo. We even gave them cards, stickers.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Really neat.
Fun to be able to do that.
And they didn't even see, like I posted in all these different groups on Facebook about it, but they didn't even see those posts. They heard about it from somebody else who had seen the post. So
because of people like you. Holding space out there, the ones that are joining in and talking about it, and that's huge. That makes a lot of difference for us, which I want to segue because I'm about to drop today the new sound immersion that we did last week. I just finished mastering it up, and it's going to be dropped onto the Patreon. It's free. Become a free member. It's like our web page in a sense. That's what Patreon is for us. Where I can host all of the audio files for free for you to download. All of our albums are up there. We've got 150 different posts of audio files, different recordings and things, hand pan stuff. It's been really cool to do that. But I'm going to drop the new immersions on there, and all the other practice stuff will be there as well. And that's one way that you can support us is by becoming part of the community that we're building, as well as helping us out through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, things like that, which help us build the stream. And I mean, we're getting I've got a new didgeridoo that I'm working on because of the donation of the blanks from Jack right now, who was in Quartzsite, came across us doing the didges there a couple years ago. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be able to finish these didges now because I'm able to get the supplies that I need because of these donations. I'm going to be able to add those to the stream, and I'm now connecting with other people from around the world to learn about the technical abilities that go into proper bore, how to make it, hit the right notes off of the note that you're in octaves. And there's so much technical ability to it. I might get lost. I'm like, again, a squirrel. I'm like, I want to make drums. Go on to something else. I want to play in the sand. Who knows? Sit at the beach for a while. I guess we've been talking most of the morning. I hope you've warmed your face up while you've listened to us. Because that is also our practice of waking our mouths up, holding that space for our progression in. We're going to have flappy lips by the end of it. So if you don't know how to didge along with us on your couch by giving the world a raspberry. Add different pressures, add different vocal stuff if you want, spit, be comfortable doing it in front of other people, because that's the one key I talk to a lot of beginners, is that they laugh, they think it's funny, and then ultimately what they do is they break seal, and the seal, not like a but like a seal, and then you can't didge. It sounds like the sound. So you have to be comfortable. As soon as those
corners start going up, you start losing your seal.
So that's what I'm going to work on today. After we do our warm-up, it's all about different pressure techniques to frame and hold those lips as tight as a thespian, or as loose as we can, or whatever you can do to work that in. So
I've been learning so much. My drone's pretty solid. I'm starting to figure out the toots.
Yeah.
But I'm figuring out that there's so much more about what your lips are doing that goes into making different sounds on the didgeridoo, and so it's been really interesting trying to figure it out, because especially if you're not...
And describing it to someone is making it noticeable to us what we're... Yeah, it's
Right.
like, oh, it's more than just your tongue is in the back and your lips are going... Pfft. It's like you're also twisting a little bit, and your pressure is grinding, and your diaphragm's doing this, and you're like also holding it. There's so much to it.
Yeah.
A lot.
And if you're not like looking at somebody doing it, or a YouTube video on repeat of just that little bit, and then a mirror so you can see your own face and what your face is doing, it's really easy to see what somebody is doing.
Yeah, Cindy was talking about
doing it.
Think you're doing
it, but you're not actually doing it.
Yeah.
And so it's a bit of a learning curve for that as well.
And as humans, then we think, we build it that we know a lot about a subject that way, and then we feel like we're experts about it, and we won't learn another way, which is unfortunate. I am guilty of that. I am. Trying to break out of that is what this is about, because this is perfect because it's so imperfect, I will get better because I practice and because I can see this. So all in all, pressure is the work of the day,
but
control and consistency, but first we're going to warm up.
Check
so warm up with us.
Check in with your vocals. Tickle in my nose.
A dog hair in your nose, that's no good. I got one of my mustache ones keeps going up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that gets nuts. Those of us with facial hair, we got to make sure not to get it in the ditch. I got a little tuck technique, and then it just rides on top. Hard to keep consistent on the slow and low, but that's smooth and fast when you convert it into a sine wave from the ditch. Woo. Oh, that's clear. Nice.
Thanks, I've been working on that.
You can tell. You can tell. I bet if we went back just a little bit.
Oh my gosh, I've improved
we're 24
so much
episodes
in
now.
These 24 days of the Daily Dose.
Yeah. You really have.
I
feel like I have.
And if it just continues this way, I'm so excited for where I'm headed.
Yeah, we're going to put together a didgeridoo club that travels and meets together at different times during the season. We're in Lake Havasu City right now if you play the didgeridoo. Still, we're working on that, but we're getting it. And to go from the toot to the horn. Pinky up. I feel pretty warmed up myself, but is there anything you want to... Oh, I see. Okay. That's a good one. It works. That tickle, tickle. We were saying tickle toe, toe main toes, all those. That triple tonguing, double tonguing. Woo! Nice. Oh my gosh, that's so danceable.
I had it, then I started to lose it.
That was amazing. I really think the strengthening of going from the drone to the toot to the drone to the toot is really helping us in other areas too, more than we think. Sometimes it's a spit, sometimes it's a toot. I gotta change up the rhythm a little bit, yeah, to get it.
That feels pretty good.
Yesterday we were getting double at the park. Yesterday we were getting double toots on the... I was able to get multiple toots.
Oh, yeah.
You were doing so good, and everybody was sounding so good. Now I feel like I've taken a step back, and I'm ready for that springboard. I'm going to try some of those other long, slow stuff today. But again, pressure is where I'm working at.
Okay.
I want to be able to... Are you warmed up?
I'm warmed up. I'm ready.
This is going to work it a little bit more too. I hope you're warmed up wherever you are. And again, if you're not in the live stream, we understand that you're catching it as the restream. And that is the most important time because you can really pause it and go on your live practice on some of those things. What I mean by pressure today for me is I find a lot of the greats that I'm looking at that have a lot of that control, they're able to stop and start with that in the lips. I'm not actually with the didge. But to be able to do that, I had to be able to control. So I was wondering about practicing within myself. And if you want to join me, and you as well, I'm going to start with nothing. And then slowly, very slowly, so that my brain, and it'll be different for you, understands the pressure differences of getting stronger and holding that embouchure tight to still make the P sound that we're going for. That poo, po, whatever at the end. If you add your vocals, you know, any of it, but that pressure, put your hand in front.
All right.
That same sound, if you build that column of air. So that's what I'm working on for myself, is to start with nothing.
And get to a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and I'll do it in front of the mic here for just a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Drone. Tightness. To nothing. You know, so that's what I'm focusing on, is how much, where is truly my range of and what am I using in my goal? Because it's hard for me to explain to people in a practice of it. And I love the sound of that. And it's a fundamental for some of my... Ooh, nice, yeah. into the high range of the horn. That was good.
So is it more about saying pa, or is it more about the pressure from your diaphragm?
I feel like I'm
or is it
miming
more about what your lips
pop.
are doing, the pa?
Yeah, it's more about the pop of the lips with the pressure to kind of push and expel, like I'm blowing that air in a fireball.
Because that was how I got to the toots, actually. How I finally figured it out was by doing that P. That way your lips come together as a, they come almost in.
So I'm doing that, but in a much more short. And I feel like I haven't quite gotten it all the way because I get tired and weak in that holding of it to bam, bam, bam. And it's not even sounding right. That's why, again, this is practice. I don't claim to be a professional. Look, I can't even get my lighting right. I forgot to turn on the light.
I guess that's why we're so dark in here.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. We can't win at everything.
It's plenty bright in here when you're not looking at us on the webcam.
Don't look at us. No looking. Just listen. Actually, I find that I had to turn down the frames and the frame rate anyway, so sometimes it sketches out. But the audio should be good the whole way, even if the video cuts. So you should be able to hear that loud and clear. I hope you're able to catch it at home if you're practicing along. It's that. And there's plenty of videos online. I even caught some of this from Dubrovko, which was Rolf suggested we check out some of his stuff. And I have. He's very informative, got a really interesting style, but difficult to understand some of it for me. So I have to keep going back and rewatching. But I guess that's how maybe it's the concept, not him. That's what I want to clarify. It's not the way he's teaching it, because I keep going back. It's the concept of some of the things.
He sometimes talks more about the why than the how.
And some people need to learn that way.
Yeah.
And I
need
totally
to see
respect
what your
that.
lips are doing over and over and over and over for a good solid chunk of time.
Here, I'll just do this.
Yeah.
I saw you frame, and so that's very interesting because I was watching you in my peripheral. I was like, how's it? I'll just be this, okay.
That's
and
my
then
problem
you're
with
like,
most YouTube videos is that they do it and then they move on, and then I have to figure out where they started so I can replay that 3 seconds over and over and over.
I guess I kind of do a similar way. We're all interesting people. Humaning! It's fun. I hope you're getting it at home, not beating yourself down if you're practicing along with us. They'll get it eventually, won't they, Amber? Yes. We can put on a metronome. I'll throw it back to 100.
So if you were going from, sorry, I'm just full of
questions.
No,
you're good. I don't know. I'm not teaching. I'm just doing. So go ahead.
So if you're trying to use that and then trying to go from the drone to the higher pressure, not toot sound, because I feel like as I'm doing this practice, I'm not putting my lips in the didge like when I'm trying to get a drone. And so if I was going from the drone to that sound, then am I doing the drone and then pulling back a little bit and then doing the drone
potentially,
and then pulling back a little bit?
Enough that comfortable. I still keep see my face, you'll learn that. Yeah, a little bit of space because again, I mean, there's still a little bit to make that pressure pop, but I don't know if I'm correctly doing it. The way it sounds on a video to others, it sounds like that's what they're doing. And when I come in contact with other didge players that really have it, or if you've got it, let me know in the comment section. Even if it's a year from the time we put up this video, anything is going to help me.
Yeah.
And if I don't feel that it is, I'm still going to practice it.
Right.
Like that. Why wouldn't I? Because just because I'm here doing it does not mean that I feel. I've learned that. I don't know everything about this. I'll never learn. So I always want to try. So that's.
Well, let's play with that a little bit more.
Okay, I am going to turn the metronome on this. 100 beats per minute if you're setting it, but I will hold it up for this so you can hear. We're going to change our lips.
It's gonna be
Everything's
so
gonna be
funny
different.
if I try to do a paw and I end up with another layer of the toot.
Right? Well, maybe that's what happens because there are multiple layers of it, and especially with that ditch, it's nice for your face once you frame it in right. And I'm gonna do a drone, pop, 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 drone, pop, and I'll go back on that. Yeah. Oh, I went off.
I feel like I can get a drone and I can get a toot, but I can't get whatever that sound is in between in that video we watched.
I'm already starting to feel the difference because I'm switching from the drone to the toot to the pops. So that's a practice I'm going to start adding. I feel it in my jaw. Wah, wah. So more of those rubber band jaw talking movements I need to practice in my day. Wah, wah, wah. Amber's just like staring at us. Wah, 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 wah. It's not that hot in here, is it?
Do you want to sit here? Is that what your deal is?
You can come up. Pause up, pup. No?
Oh, not by me. Okay.
You want to come up? No?
No, she doesn't know what she wants.
Woo. Well, I feel like that might be something that I might need to practice a little bit more and dive into some videos. Dive into some people and practice along with you too. And I'm going to go back to the no pressure.
Oh, you want under there?
Oh, but come on.
It's going to be hotter under the couch,
yeah,
but...
you just go lay down right there, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And I guess it's just to teach us the differences in the pressures in our lips.
Yeah.
That embouchure is a tricky one. I want to study embouchure a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot what was going on. I was like, ting, 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 ting. At least it wasn't at the 200 beats per minute like I was setting it at just to get that same rhythm. Ting, 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 ting. It would have been so loud. Thanks, Jesse. Love you, brother. That was awesome. Wow. Well, what do you think?
I feel like that was a good bit of practice on that for me. I feel like that's a place where I can easily become frustrated because I'm very happy that I'm getting the toot so easily, but that's not what I'm trying to achieve right now.
Well, I appreciate that.
I think I'm ready to
that was
on.
more something I'm leaning on for myself, which is a
I'm gonna come back
stepping
to that.
stone or a ramp, if you will, into some of that beatboxing stuff.
I'm going to play with that more later, and I'm going to start incorporating it more into my warm-up routine because I've noticed my toots are getting better because I'm taking just a minute or two as I warm up to practice that. And my tucka-tucka-tuckas and digga-digga-diggas, I'm able to do it faster for longer. And that's because I'm incorporating it into my warm-up every day for just a couple of minutes.
Should we do that for just a minute?
So I already did it in my warm-up.
I want to do that for just a second then.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do that in mine. I forgot.
Yeah. You're already so fast.
Yeah, but I want to get
like
faster
like
and clearer.
That's where I'm working on too, because I keep going back to where my dad talked about us having lazy American tongues when we were kids, and it's because the way that we frame our language, we don't use our tongue. We use our tongue, but not with such dexterity. And so going taka 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 is easy until you try to do it in the didgeridoo, and then all of a sudden it's like your tongue is thick and it's.
You're right.
It's it's kind of going along the top
I'm
of your
even
mouth
doing it lazy.
like this instead of going like in a very definitive way, front, back, front, back.
And I'm already tired.
Yeah, the tongue gets tired. It's a muscle. It's like weightlifting for your tongue.
That one's harder.
The digga?
With a tired tongue.
Yeah.
A tired tongue says no dig as fast.
Yeah. The diggas are really hard with the tired tongue.
Yeah, I feel like that's another strength area I gotta work on every day. Should I try it with circular breathing or without? That's the real brain tweezer. Because that's a tweezer, my friend.
Tweezer.
Do I do it with circular breathing or not? And if you don't have circular breathing, obviously that's not your question, but you'll get it eventually. Where do you put your breath? You know, so am I doing all in one breath continuously, or am I fitting it in? That's
a nice little rhythm you had going there.
It's just digga 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 digga. I was wanting to change it up, but again, I feel like it's one of my greatest strengths.
Yeah.
But it's also one of my weaknesses is that I don't like to play the same rhythm for a long. It's almost like I feel like I'm doing something wrong when I do it, and so even training myself feels wrong. It's weird. Music theory is escaping me, but I find it so fun to practice in the little bit, like dipping my toes into the kiddie pool of music theory.
Yeah.
It's fun. You want to time yourself today?
Yeah, let's do it.
I love doing that every day. Let's see if my button works. S for stopwatch, and then I'll interact, and I'll get you going whenever you want.
Awesome.
Don't forget, wherever you are at home, be nice to yourself if you do this. Nice, 25 seconds.
Right in the pocket.
Ba-da-bum. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it was again very clear. I love to hear a nice drone. One I'm working on with myself because I feel like I waver as I'm pushing for longer time, that I'm like strengthening. And my whole life I've been struggling with it. I've not gotten jobs because I couldn't pass the lung strength tests in some things, I couldn't wear a gas mask and be a journeyman welder when I was younger, even in my 20s. Maybe that had to do with a lot of the smoking and stuff like that, but I knew they were all smokers, so I don't know. What do you do about it? You want to time yourself again, or?
I think that once was okay. I'm happy with that.
Cool. I'm going to try myself. Give yourself some leeway too. If you only get 5 seconds, you got 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Be nice to yourself on this. It is a beautiful measuring tool, not to compare your life against it. So, nice. Breathe through your nose. That's what I'm trying to forget. Sometimes I take my breath through my mouth, and I tell people, don't forget to breathe through your nose. But again, I'm saying all these things so that I remind myself.
That's awesome, baby.
Feel good about that one.
That's great.
Got a little tingy past my point, but pulled back before I tried to get lightheaded. 48 seconds makes me feel pretty good. And it's tough to reach that. But some people are doing 60. There's a 60-second challenge that AJ's got, or maybe it's another. There's so many didgeridoo greats out there that you can listen from, and groups out there that are making and selling and training and teaching people how to play this instrument. Do your due diligence, folks, because you'll find the one that connects with you. And when you do, you'll find the love for this instrument within yourself.
Yeah.
See, we'll turn that off. Wow, congratulations on your time. Congratulations on my time. I feel good. I feel woken up today.
Yep.
Buzzier and awake. We'll just throw this again before we get started. If you aren't already, become a free member of our Patreon. It is where we're putting up all of the practice audios, all of our band audios, Drums Manifest Truth. We've got so much music on there, and we're going to be recording so much more. We had a nice little talk with Jesse this morning.
Yeah.
And it was really fuel for the fire that we have in building a musical stepping stone for ourselves and others to grow and create and live in truth and space and own ourselves. It's so powerful. And again, thank you everybody for all the donations coming into our lives, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all the ways you're supporting us.
We appreciate
it. Beyond appreciate. It is keeping us going in the fact that we understand that we're being supported by the universe, and that's a very powerful thing. And something that we're trying to do with ourselves, the didgeridoo, I feel good about it.
Yeah, me too.
You want to practice and play for maybe the next 20 minutes or so?
Just play around and have fun.
I mean, we do every day, but sometimes maybe we're not feeling it. I hope you practice along with us wherever you are. Sometimes this is our style, in a sense. I think where we grow the most, and this is just between you and me, where I can hear you and I can feel like I'm able to be my own didgeridoo player, but I don't have to be in a box. Once you find the things that you want to do, whatever that is, and you own that, it's just owning it.
Yeah.
Once whoever it is owns it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's an intermingle. It becomes such a powerful thing. So those of you who are able to didgeridoo together, I mean, it's a blessed thing. Hold that true right now. And those of you who are sitting on your couch, didge with us. Grab a didgeridoo. Get a cardboard tube.
Yeah.
Make one out of PVC. Get one from a plant. Fabergé and paper mache.
There you go.
Fabergé. I mean, we could make a Fabergé style egg. I saw people making all kinds of things with ingenuity of humanity. That's really it. If it can be a vessel to provide the tube, it will be the amplification device known as a didgeridoo for you.
Right.
So join us for the next 20 minutes, and we'll see you on the other side. lips are so tired.
Mine too.
I can't get the toots and horns. I'm like, oh
man.
Don't even try.
Those
wow.
pops, I feel like I was getting them nice and crisp when I started that at the end there and brought it back to what the practice was.
Yeah, same.
It was like nice and crisp and short and like pop. There was a.
You had it. I
and then
felt
at
it
the
too.
end, it was like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. All of the weakness was coming out. Now
The lips are tired.
I felt a moment where both of our souls were watching ourselves, looked at each other, and we're like, okay, time to quit.
Right. Yeah.
It was
tired
over.
Lips.
Woo! Woo! That felt great.
That was a lot of fun.
I feel amazing listening to my body now. I'm like, okay. Oh, and when I pulled it away, and now I'm like buzzy. I'm happy. I could do anything right now. Woo! What do you want to do? Let's practice more didgeridoo in 15 minutes.
Practice the didgeridoo,
Woo!
of course.
Yes, and if you don't, we're going to be ending the stream, of course. If you don't want to stop, you can practice along. We put up a 30-minute drone on our Patreon. So you can follow along with that. It's free to be a member. I always segue into this, but really we're building an awesome community of people. I think we have, it doesn't even matter how many people we have in there.
We're
so
excited
far.
for every single person that's in there.
Yes.
And if you are in there,
Crystal.
Oh, thank you, Crystal.
If you are in there, sorry.
Then pop on into the chat. There's a little icon at the bottom that looks like chat bubbles.
Yeah.
And there's actually a chat in there. And so if you popped in there to say hi, that would be great.
There's multiple ways that we're trying to connect with others, I guess is what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're trying to not spend so much on social media, but building a platform of ourselves. So thank you.
A community where we can all engage and discuss things together is our goal.
Thank you for everybody who is already in there and getting into the behind the scenes content of our music that we're providing. And it's all going to grow into the ideas that we're getting from people like you.
Right.
Crystal, what do you want to see? Cindy, Jesse, Rolf, what do you want? This is all of our experience, and for some reason we've connected. Yes, thank you. It's free to be in there. You can listen to all of our music. I suggest the Handpan album.
Absolutely.
Download it all, put it onto your phone, and when you're driving or something, pop it in. It's very soothing, and I use it for my meditation. When we do the sound Reiki sessions,
whenever I'm doing distance Reiki sessions, that's what I'm playing to keep myself in that trance-like state, even though there's things going on.
It's very calming, and when we created the music that we have, it's not like mainstream music. It's got a purpose there. Well, not that doesn't, but the intent in there is for your vibrational tuning to take that in and use those resonant frequencies as you see fit. That's why it doesn't fit the mold of traditional music.
And all of the music is Reiki infused.
Yeah,
and so just by holding the intent that you're going to absorb the healing energy through the sound waves, you will.
So true. So thank you so much for practicing along with us.
Thank you.
And again, if you don't have the didgeridoo skills that you feel that you have, join us again tomorrow for the Daily Dose. Or if you don't join us, join yourself. Pick up your dids for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Practice with your lips. Practice with your sitting. Practice with your drone. Practice with your voice. Try saying the alphabet. I want to go through that real quick right now.
Yeah, do it. Very clear. Very clear.
Yeah, and use. I was gonna go for the end and make that my longevity, but now I can't. My lips are so busy I can't talk.
Lips are so tired.
Meditation tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow is
1 o'clock
Sunday,
Arizona time.
so 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, Pacific Daylight.
Right.
It is going to happen where we're gonna set up. What should we do? Should singing bowls, drums, didgeridoo?
I'm feeling like the singing bowls again. I know that I've done the same thing, I feel like, for the last 3 of them.
Yep.
But
it's okay.
I really like playing the singing bowls.
It sounds good. It's up to you. What would you like to meditate with?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome,
Yay.
Crystal. Thank you. And so since you'll be here, if you'd like all of those items, we also received in the mail.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to put a picture.
A whole
on the
new
Patreon.
set of tuning forks.
We received from basically a sponsor who has given us these instruments of sound and vibration. An entire set of chakra tuned tuning forks and an entire set of planetary tuned tuning forks. And so a little bit about me. I'm really into reading energy and balancing it, and that's one of the services that I provide. And I offer it with the elements, the chakras, and the 7 ancient planets. And so I am so excited. I can't even begin to explain. I've decided that today I'm going to go sit outside with all of them and really get to know them individually and play them with myself in my own energy body and develop an intuitive feel for how they work before I start.
That sounds great.
Actually diving into the
So maybe it might change. I might not pull out the African dunes. I might pull out our the broken spirit drum that was gifted to us.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
You know, it's a beautiful horse head frame hoop drum, but it has a tear in it. But we utilize that to symbolize that even a broken drum can provide that healing, and you can heal yourself and mend from that.
It's really profound to use a broken drum during a healing Reiki drum session.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So let's do it. We'll do some sound tests on those today for the tuning forks. We'll do some sound bowls, singing bowls. We'll do some didgeridoo. It's going to be a really awesome time. And today I will be finalizing and putting up last week's onto the Patreon so you can hear it. It was a little fuzzy, so I'm going to work on the sound a little bit. Again, this is all grassroots, so check it out. And here's some of the other ones. I suggest, Crystal, you go through some of the old recordings and listen to like the October activations and some of the long 45-minute sound immersions that we put up there. I mean, there's 150 sound files, I think, that are up there. Oh, wow.
There's a track on there that is a recording from when we were getting together with a couple of other ladies playing gongs and even more singing bowls. And so we just happened to record our 20 minutes of all practicing together to really feel each other out. And that's on there. And the only place that you can find that is on our Patreon. And it is
I used that one during the Reiki session that I had last. The only one point that I will say is because we recorded it the way we did, in the background someone coughs and it can take you out of the meditation just a little bit. So that's why we're so like particular sometimes on getting the sound right, because it's crafting a meditation, not to take over the daily dose about didgeridoo, but I will. Will you send me the website? I'm excited to download something. Yes. Yeah. Well, first of all, I will say right here, if you just went to patreon.com/drumsmanifesttruth, if you just type that in to any browser, it'll take you. We also have a link in the description of the videos
on YouTube.
And if you're catching it through Facebook, which it looks like you are, the description should be in the video there. So the link should be up there, patreon.com/drumsmanifesttruth. Thanks for the segue into that too, by the way, because we also receive so many blessings from all of you through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, and drumsmanifesttruth@gmail.com for if you want to send us actual something, we'll get that to you. So wow, what a powerful day. I feel amazing. I'm going to carry this on.
I feel so much better than I did when we started.
I can't wait to see what the day unfolds into what it is, because we were just practicing our didgeridoo. Now let's go on for the rest of the stuff we built on. Like,
yeah, man. In my day, I got some normal stuff to do, like dishes, and we drove yesterday, so there's some things we got to put our house.
We're going to clean today.
I'm going to do yoga, and I'm going to play with tuning forks, and I'm going to play my didgeridoo more, and we might be drumming with friends outside later, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, Frank's on his way. We love you, Frank. It'd be awesome to hang out in camp. We're going to have a drum tonight. It's the full moon. We're going to drum again. Oh, so powerful. We love it. We love it. We love it. We'll get better at taking more pictures and video to put up on the Patreon, because that's where it's going to go. So we love you guys. We hope to see you tomorrow for the weekly meditation.
Sunday meditation.
And Crystal, thank you so much for your energy and keeping us flowing today in this conversation. And everybody else, if you're joining near or far from wherever you are in the world, in a different time, it's all the same day. We just take little naps, right? Same revolving around. It's this moment which is now. Thank you for your existence. And thank you for your love of the didgeridoo. We're all goofy. You got to be able to do it in front of people and be crazy. We appreciate you too. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your love that you're passing off into this world. And practice some more once you warm up. Listen to your body. And we'll see you tomorrow for an amazing meditation. Ooh, and check out the rest of our videos too. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Shameless plug now. Have a great day, everybody.